You are a prisoner aboard the Iron Dagger.
Oh God! Oh God!
Do the dance like.
What are you talking? That was the answer?
Pronounced the Caribbean, not the Caribbean.
Murdering children?
Welcome back to Dicecast, everybody. It's Mike, Dante, back at it again with another episode. Today, we're doing pirates. That's right. Are you ready, Dante?
No, I don't know about after that, honestly. That was,
What
that
do you
kind of
mean?
bummed me out.
What do you mean?
I do love pirates. I hate pirate
That was
puns.
a good pun. What are you talking
was-
about? You hate pirate
whatever.
puns?
Okay, well, come on. Don't judge me because I hate things. You don't need to judge me because I hate
He ha-
things. 'Cause
he
you know what?
hates
I hate
things.
judgmental people.
You know what?
Yeah,
I
I
think
hate
we're gonna.
things.
I think
I hate
after
injustice.
the session, you might grow to like pirate puns. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
What's
Huh?
the equivalent to like a turnoff but with friendship? It's kind of that's what's happening for me right now, dude.
Is it like red
It's like
flags
a-
or
it's
like
the friendship ick right now is what I'm getting.
the friendship ick? That should be the name of
Yeah.
our podcast instead.
Dude. But no, I love pirates. I'm very excited. What are you doing?
I'm bouncing my yoga ball.
You're gonna sit on that the whole time.
Yep. So my wife is pregnant, so she's got a yoga ball, and I stole it because she's not using it right now.
Oh, good. You know another thing I hate?
It's-
Stealing from pregnant women. That's one thing I hate.
No, you just. Oh, how convenient. Oh, he hates everything I do. Like he does not. You don't support me. You don't support me. Gosh.
Well, no, I don't. Not as of right now. Absolutely not.
This-
I
this
cannot
is-
in good conscience.
This deserves
No.
a sip of rum. Oh, that stuck to my. Yeah, this deserves a sip of rum, which rum is only appropriate for, a pirate episode. So let me get some ASMR here. Do not drink rum like that.
That's most realistic rum ASMR ever, probably. Is that straight rum? There's like,
It's a rum old fashioned. I'll tell you how to make
Okay.
it. It's got some lime in there. So you slice up a couple slices
Okay.
of limes. I'm doing a kind of a no sugar kind of diet, so I did honey instead, which whatever. So I put a little bit of honey in there, and then some bitters, Angostura obviously, and then 2 ounces of a dark rum, naturally aged. I don't want any of that spiced rum crap. You muddle it, add an ice cube, and yes, that's a little dinosaur on my ice cube, but you can't really see it very well. But
you're gonna lose your mind because I am drinking a Dr. Pepper with
No
a little dinosaur
way.
on it.
dude, we're Dino Bros.
It's a Mosasaurus.
Dude, also, for the audience, who the video listeners on YouTube, I have a new office. Look at this.
Oh.
I got decent lighting, kind of. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, show them.
You guys can pick out some of my chairs in the way because I'm using my yoga ball. I actually might use this for a while. If it's not too distracting. Is it too distracting? Should I switch back to the chair?
I think it might be I don't know. It's up to you.
I'll-
I want to give you creative
It's
liberty.
comfy, but come on. All right.
End of an era.
Oh yeah, my office here. I got some nerdy stuff on the bookshelf. Keen viewers can be able to pick out some fun things out of there if you want. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Lightsabers. That's fun. Maybe we'll do a Star Wars one shot one time.
Oh,
Is there a
for
copyright
sure,
situation
dude.
there that maybe we can get around it? It's like,
What are they gonna? What?
use your laser sword.
Telekinesis. Nothing else. Don't worry about it. Oh, we're fighting the planet battle. That'd be.
You're
actually-
supposed to be the
that'd work.
chosen one. You're supposed to bring balance to magic,
The
like in general.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
what is the
magic,
Force
yeah.
but magic. It's a magic system.
It's-
yeah.
Yeah, butt magic. It's butt magic, is what it is.
No,
That's what
you're
I like to call
thinking
my
about-
farts. I call them butt magic.
That's another friend ick right there for sure.
Dante
Anyway,
hates fart
we'll
jokes.
talk-
He hates fart
we'll
jokes.
talk
He hates
about-
poop jokes.
I don't. Okay,
Um,
I can appreciate an interesting and intuitive and maybe I don't know, groundbreaking fart joke. But that's not. This is gonna be on the internet, and you look like an absolute fool right now.
What? People like fart sounds.
I think there's a comedian that said like they're defending like fart jokes is like your butt makes a sound that smells bad, and that's funny.
It is a funny sound objectively. I think that's that's how God intended it. Make the sounds funny so we can go haha, and also shame people. Like if someone farts in public, dude. Elementary school. Like if you fart in front of your friends, you're cooked. It's over. Like you are no longer cool. Happened to me one time.
Mm-hmm.
I had a sneeze
Oh.
fart. Literally the most embarrassing thing in my life, dude. I was it was in the library. It was bad.
Stop it.
Like
No,
the computer room
dude.
library thing. Yeah.
Wait,
and
were you trying
I
to
had
cover up your
sneeze.
fart with a sneeze? Or
No,
it's
I
the
had
other
to
way around.
sneeze, and the sneeze made me fart. You know, like because
That's
like you
insane.
clench up, and sometimes it pushes it out. I was like, I don't know, 12 years old, 13 years old, and I went, and then everyone started laughing at me, and I was like, and that's why I'm evil.
Dang.
That's my villain.
That's your villain arc. Okay, yeah. It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We finally get to
so-
see the Mike villain arc come to fruition.
My
That's awesome.
lore is crazy. Yeah.
If you guys are watching or listening, go check us out on Spotify and give us a good rating there. Always appreciate it. And if you like this kind of content, which I guarantee you will, can't guarantee that actually. Now that I think about it.
But if you do, you're a loser.
If you like this content, please like and subscribe. And leave a comment down below what adventure you want us to play through next time.
We're going to use the PBTA system again. You roll 2 d6s, 2 6-sided dice. 1 through 6 is a fail. 7, 8, 9 are a partial success, which means like you succeed or maybe don't quite succeed, but like, you know, there's a caveat basically. 10 on up is a legit success. We're also going to do a fun little not new, but like additional rule here that I'm going to steal from Call of Cthulhu system, which is probably my personal favorite system. I love it, especially for like long campaigns. It's incredible. But what we're going to do is steal the kind of push roll thing and make it a little bit of our own. So basically, if you fail a roll, I'll say you can push your roll. If you're like, oh, I got a 3 and I need to succeed at this, you can push your roll, which means you have to basically tell me how you're going to make the situation more dangerous, more risky. If you succeed, regular success, no problem. If you fail that pushed roll, it's like a double fail. It's like really bad, meaning you could die. So use it sparingly, wisely.
Michael, take it away.
We are in the land, well, not land, but in the world of pirates. Ancient history. We'll say 15th, 16th century? 16th century, which is the 1700s. No. How does time work again? I forgot. British colonies are happening. 1692 is when Columbus... 1592. Dude, I don't know my history. What's wrong with me? Holy crap.
Hey, it's okay. Just, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm struggling with this so much. Anyways, it's a long time ago when pirates roamed the seas of the Caribbean. Which, side note, it's pronounced the Caribbean, not the Caribbean. I don't know why that became a thing. The British colony are colonizing all these lands. The Spanish colony are colonizing these lands. It's an age of expansion right now in the world. And unfortunately, that creates room for pirates to roam the seas and plunder and steal as they will. But they're also dangerous because of mythological creatures. That's right. This is not the most accurate history. This is the world of pirates and all their mythical lore. So Dante, your character recently was captured. There was a great battle between your ship, which was not a pirate ship, and a pirate ship. Tell us a little bit about that story, about your background, about what happened, what your ship was, what your name is, what you were doing, and how you got captured.
Gotcha. Yeah. My name is James. I am helping. I had this ship, a really small ship, and I was helping transport goods across the sea to a location that doesn't matter for my provider. Doesn't matter. Just a normal job. But then pirates came up on us. We knew it was a risk. In fact, I've been training for it just in case it were to happen. So because of that, I'm a pretty good swordsman. I was able to fight off a couple pirates, but was ultimately overtaken by them. They took all our goods, and they took me as prisoner as well.
You are a prisoner aboard the pirate ship known as the Iron Dagger, or the Dagger, as the pirates refer to it. You are in the lower decks of this pirate ship behind the bars, like prison bars. And you've been here for a couple of days. You're recovering from some minor injuries. They're feeding you really crappy food, like moldy bread, some old cheese, no water. It's just like, a little bit of rum, because that's all they have. Aboard the ship, the person in charge of watching you is known as Thomas Pegleg, because he's got a wooden peg for a leg. So they call him
creative
Pegleg.
back in the day.
Oh yeah, you know it. So Thomas Pegleg comes up to you and he's like, behind the bars, and he hands you the plate of moldy bread and just a little bit of food for the day. And he's like, "Well, James, have you thought about joining the ranks of the pirates? You'd be a good pirate yourself, lad."
Oh, shoot. That's an interesting question. I did not think they would ask me that. They're recruiting me
He's
immediately.
a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's trying,
Okay, yeah,
he's trying to
you
do his
could take
best,
it and be like, what makes you say that?
"Oh, come on, lad. You've killed like 4 or 5 of our pirate sailors, and listen, I know we killed all your friends and your family, and not your family, I guess, but, your sailor friends,
They were
and
like family to me.
plundered your ship, and yes, we stole all their resources, and of course, yes, we, sunk the ship, and it took you as, a prisoner. But that's in the past. That's behind us, lad. Listen, I like you, James. You would be a great pirate. I think you could be really valuable. I think you'd find that the life of piracy is just one of freedom and adventure."
And then I think back to the reason I got this job is because it was some way I could even get a glimpse of the outside world. Well, what does the job entail? Like, really? Because I know you plunder, I know you kill.
Yes, we find a fancy-looking ship, and we'll shoot cannons at them and hop on board and kill them, slice their heads and necks, and then steal their gold and their. It's pretty fun, actually.
Your voice is so proper to be a pirate, by the way.
Oh, me,
Well,
come
yes,
on.
of course, we
just
will do this, of course.
Listen, none of us were born, some of us were born pirates. Not me. My name is Thomas, for crying out loud, okay?
I guess, yeah.
I used to be a proper lad, but now, I'm a pirate, and I like to.
What made you decide
what we
to
say.
become a pirate?
Well, I was captured as well, and they cut off my leg. But then, Captain Darkrum, he gave me a peg for a leg, and this thing works out pretty well. So here I am, ready to pirate the old seas of the Caribbean. So that's my story. I think I'm a pretty chill guy, personally.
You are surprisingly chill. And I think if a man like you can do it, then maybe I can too. That's what I'm thinking inside my head. I'm not saying it out loud, but I'm going to say out loud.
Okay, got it.
All right. Show me how I can help. It's better than rotting down here.
Well, of course. But, first things first, we're about to dock at this island called Aranya Island. Also known as Spider Island. It's,
I'm going to call it Spider Island.
We'll call it Spider Island. It's a pirate island. Pirates own it, run it. We port there, get resources, get drunk, and then we go back on the seas. But we're gonna stop there and reload our stuff. And I think the captain is supposed to meet with some lady of some sorts. But I want you to come with me as my prisoner, and I'll have you chained up. But we'll go into the bar and we'll have a rum, and you can see what it's like, just porting at these pirate towns and stuff like that.
So to earn my way to your trust is what you're saying.
Well, yes, but also it's a.
And my qualifications really reside in my ability to drink?
Well, I would say so, wouldn't it? How much rum are you going to be able to drink without collapsing? You'd still be able to do your job. I think it's really important. Also, rum soothes the stomach on the old seas.
It's probably true. Also, there's no medical research to say otherwise, so.
That is correct. It is literally healthy for you because no one is here to say otherwise.
It is literally healthy. But he's going to go along with it. He's thinking like, oh, that sounds easy enough, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Better than getting my leg chopped off before recruitment.
You're taken out of the prison cell. You're put these handcuffs on, and you're taken by the side by Thomas Pegleg. He's kind of an older guy, by the way, and he's got some gray in his beard. And there's another guy with him. And he's like, "All right, James, meet my friend here. His name is Sir Scribe."
Good reference. Dude,
So-
sick reference, dude.
Sick reference. Subscribe here is your will be all with us, and he's a great pirate. And Subscribe looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know about this guy. Nope, we get some fancy pants guy, and we just expect him to be a good pirate. I don't think so. Not me, old Subscribe."
Mr.
Best
Subscribe.
name in all the seas of the Caribbean. That's what they say. What?
Mr. Subscribe. Excellent
Yes.
name, by the way. But
Thank you very much.
Basic-
Naming myself. The name
Oh,
is
yeah.
Sir.
Oh, really?
And then my official birth name is Bescribe. BSCRIBE. That's right. I know how to spell. I'm a smart pirate.
Wow. Okay.
Rare in these parts. But I'm a sir. For some reason, I was knighted. Apparently, not officially. But that's what they call me.
I'm glad we're fleshing out this much. First of all, I just want to say that. Get
Yes.
that out of the way. And
Of course.
second of all,
Yes.
and I think it's unfair for you to judge me so quickly, sir. I think I'd make a fine pirate. I'm already a great sailor, an
Oh
excellent
really?
swordsman.
Oh really? What name one thing that makes you a good pirate other than being good at fighting and being good at sailing and stuff like that?
Those
What
are like
else?
the two main things you need.
Yeah, it's like he looks at he looks at Thomas and is like, what else do I need to? He looks back and said, I can also drink a lot of rum.
Give me a charm roll for that.
Looks like I got 8 with that.
Thomas Pegleg is like,
Oh, don't mind him. He's just a little upset. He hasn't been on the land for a while. You know, he's been out sea for like 9 months or something. He's a little bit upset. So just
9
don't mind him.
months.
Yeah, that's what it takes to be a pirate. You gotta be out at sea for a long time. So, yep. Well, let's go get a drink, shall we? I've been dying
all
to
right.
get on the land here and
All right, sir.
and respectfully look at women and not do anything about it because we're good pirates.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes, that's what we do.
I feel like the
pirate
fact that you
code,
brought
you
that
know.
up is implying something different, though.
No, not this universe.
Because I wasn't gonna do anything besides that, but you're bringing that up as if it's like an accomplishment or like a going against the tradition that you would normally upkeep.
Are you trying to start something here with me? Because I will take you down. I will just take you down.
Does he look
So
like
don't
a
even
big
tempt
guy?
me.
no, he's a little guy. He's like shorter than you, skinnier than you.
That's what I figured. You're gonna be like, uh-huh.
So you guys go out there. As you're about to leave the ship, you see way larger than you, way taller than you, with a large black beard and a giant captain's hat and his captain coat and everything. Turn around and you see the captain. He's got an eye patch and a scar from the eye patch going on his face. And it's Captain Darkrum. Banger name.
Oh, this is the big guy, huh?
Yeah. He looks at you and he's like, well, it looks like we have maybe a new pirate recruit. Eh?
If you'll have me.
What?
If
Oh, you mean like as a sailor? Yes, of course. Well, we will see.
Well, not like
Once you
What,
pass the
like-
test of drinking a lot of rum and seeing how much you can take before passing out with Thomas, we shall see what pirate material you truly are.
I love how being a pirate is essentially equivalent as like being like in a frat house.
Yeah,
They're like,
pretty much.
if you finish this whole freaking like,
yeah.
it's like I don't know,
these
dude.
are
Play
not
me
the
at
most
beer
historically accurate
pong, and
pirates.
then we'll see if you can join. All right.
Some things just don't change. You know, it's like, yeah.
This is where it started, dude. Frat
Mm-hmm.
boys kind of are like pirates, though. Honestly.
A little bit. Sometimes worse.
Oh, usually worse.
Pirate frat boy.
Would you rather be pillaged by pirates or have to interact with frat boys?
Ooh, tough
I think
one,
it's
tough one.
pretty clear.
I don't know. Yeah, pirates. I mean, they're fun. They're fun.
I need to rant a little bit about what happened to me freaking yesterday. I went to go
Okay.
see a movie, and at one point in the movie,
What movie?
but it was Demon Slayer Infinity
Oh, okay.
Castle. Yeah, it was really good. And there was like a bunch of touching moments. The animation was insane, like actually really good. Sound design on point. And it was ruined by a bunch of little twats sitting in front of us who wouldn't shut up.
Mm.
Almost the whole movie. Like they'd be like someone would say something, they'd be like, "Oh what? Oh da, 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 da." Like I wanted to. I'm not even joking. I wanted to like dump my drink on them, but I didn't because I'm a good boy. But a dude in the top row yelled like, "Be quiet!" And I was like, "Okay, well that guy's losing." Because then they started chuckling at him. At one point, there's a really important part of the movie showing someone's backstory, and at one point they say. It's like he killed 67 people, and all of them were like 6-7, and I'm not joking. I wanted to like catapult myself out of America into the ocean. Like it was.
PSA to everybody: if you go see a movie in the theaters, shut up.
I paid for that.
It's literally the least you can do. It's literally the least you can do. It's actually easier to be quiet than it is to talk during a movie.
Dude,
I think.
I know. I really tried to not let it ruin the experience, but it got really close.
I'm so sorry, bro. You hate to see it happen. Yeah, that happened with some movies I went to go see. I went to see the Minecraft movie when it first came out.
Oh, that's your first mistake, dude.
And I wanted to see this beautiful movie, you know, this art film, truly. And I didn't want it to get ruined, but there was a bunch of kids who were like doing the whole memes and everything.
That was their movie. They claimed that by force.
They thought it was really funny. Yeah. So that perfect movie was ruined by that experience. So
perfect.
now I don't like that movie because of that experience, not because the movie's bad or anything, obviously.
Of course. Oh, no, dude. Did they throw popcorn?
Yes.
Oh, that's insane.
I literally knew what part that was going to happen, so I went to the bathroom before and avoided it because I'm a smart boy.
The chicken jockey.
Yeah,
there's a kid out there that just threw popcorn across his living room listening to that.
Yeah.
Chicken jockey.
I did pull a prank on them. I did kind of track them, and I found out which car they like drove, you know, and I just got some cord cutters, and I popped the hood, and trying to do this bit without laughing, and then I popped the hood, and I clipped their brake line. So at the end of the day, I got the last laugh. So yeah.
Okay. I think we should probably get back to the game. Probably.
Yeah, I don't want to get off track or anything. So.
Okay, good.
So yes,
that's a completely rational response, by the way. I think.
So you arrive on Spider Island, and you reference to episode 2. You basically go toward this bar, and you sit down at this pub, and it's really loud, and then there's people drinking, and people are drunk like crazy, and people are dancing and singing old pirate sea shanties and everything, and you're sitting at the table with James Pegleg and Subscribe, and they order a rum, and I need you to give me a Constitution check when you drink this rum.
Okay, here we go. I almost rolled D20 for no reason. Okay, here we go. Constitution, I got a 9. Oh no, 11.
Ooh. 11, that's a success. Nice. So yeah, you down that, and then Thomas Pegleg is like, whoa, and then Subscribe's like, that thing where you try to like open your eyes wider than they need to be.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, and you're just like, how do you react to this rum after?
I drink it. I rub my mouth with my handcuffed hands, and I'd be like, all right, can we go now? I think I've done it.
Thomas Pegleg's like, I didn't see anything. That was just, what are you? Wow.
Are you
what?
drunk?
I don't want to talk about it.
Mr. Subscribe?
Subscribe is like, falls asleep slowly with his hand on his head.
Goodness gracious.
Give me an intellect roll, actually.
I got a 10.
10, nice. That's good enough. You look in the corner and you see almost a doctor. What the hell? Captain Darkrum, jeez, talking to this woman by himself in this darker corner. And this woman is kind of a younger woman, and she has jewels and like necklaces and like bracelets everywhere, rings. Not like fancy necessarily, but she's got a lot going on. Like
a lot of
maximalist, exactly. And because you rolled high in your intellect, you overhear a bit of their conversation.
Okay.
Captain Darkrum is saying, and of course you will receive a portion of the rewards from the Lost City. She's like, yes, I would expect so. So, can you do the spell or not? And she says, I believe I can. That's what you hear.
This is the first time I'm hearing of magic, like, actually discussed seriously. So I'm just thinking, like, what are these people talking about?
Yeah.
I look over at the two basically unconscious people. And, does, Mr. Pegleg have the keys to my handcuffs on him right now?
I would say, yeah. I'd say he does. Mm-hmm.
And he's unconscious right now?
No, Pegleg he's drunk. He's not unconscious. I would say you would get advantage on this roll because he's under the influence.
Okay,
And
cool.
you're not.
I'm gonna do it in a way that I'm like laughing, pretending to have a good time, like as if I'm
Mm-hmm.
also drunk. I'm serious looking at that, analyzing them. Then I look back at Pegleg and I just immediately go, "You're crazy, Thomas, dude. I still got these on, dude. I can't have that."
Make a charm roll.
Okay, let's say 11.
He's like, well, I'm not really supposed to free the prisoner until Captain says so, but, I think here's the key. Wouldn't that be really funny? It's like, I know, I'm in so much trouble. Like, really. Waiter, another rum, please, for me. Yes?
I'll say he hands it to you and you're able to do it yourself.
I turn around and go, unclip them both. And I'm going to, I'm actually going to keep these handcuffs in the key.
That was a smart move, yeah.
Can I look up and see if that frizzy-haired woman's still talking to the other captain?
Yes, the
Dark Rum?
captain, Dark Rum, and that woman are still talking, yes.
Gotcha. Okay, I might try to, like, walk by, act like I'm getting another drink or something like that, and, like, try to listen to more of their conversation. I think on the way, I'm going to take, like, a hat from a drunk patron, like, that's passed out. Maybe, like, some kind of cloth or something to put, like, around my neck just to change my appearance.
Okay, have you seen the movie Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr.?
Yes,
The first
love
one.
it.
You know that awesome scene whenever he's like chasing this woman down, and as he's going, he's like putting on these disguise. Dude,
Yes, dude.
what
I
a
love
cool,
it.
what a great movie.
What a
Can we
great
just say-
movie. Dude, I
This
like
might
the
be a
part
hot
where it goes,
take.
next, discombobulate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I saw a clip
Banger
when he
film,
does
bro.
that the entire fight for like 5 minutes. It is pretty funny. First discombobulate, and then next I'll discombobulate, and then that'll set me up to discombobulate.
Discombobulate.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's funny. Honestly, it might be a hot take, and we should do a Sherlock Holmes vibe Dicecast episode. I think that'd be so sick.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think it's a hot take. Is that a hot take?
No. My hot take is what I'm about to say is that Sherlock Holmes, the movie, is so much better than the Sherlock TV show. I don't know. Maybe that's not a hot take.
Yeah,
I think it's
agree.
a hot take.
I agree.
I think the show kind of
I've seen both.
kind of blows. He's like, wait, Watson, let me into my mind palace.
Get out. I need to go to my mind palace.
Such a funny thing.
So good. Dude.
Anyway, so yeah, you're able to put on the disguise. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. I'll say roll with advantage for charm to not be detected by Captain Darkrum.
Okay. Try to blend in with the surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With advantage, with this game we're playing advantage with the add a d4, right? Or I wait.
Yeah, I think normally you would roll twice and take the higher, but
It's okay. You can do that instead.
yeah, let's roll twice and take the higher. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh! Sorry. 12.
Yeah, no problem at all. You go up there, the bartender doesn't even recognize you. He hands you a rum without you even asking pretty much. You just put your hand out and he gives it to you. Yeah, you basically, you kind of look to your left. You're at the bar and you see the back of Captain Darkrum. And opposite from him, you see the face of this woman. And they're talking. And you hear, and she's like, yes, it will only take a few minutes to complete the spell. And he's like, and you're sure it'll work, that none of my crew will die as we submerge. She's like, no, it is foolproof. My magic always works. He's like, I see. He said, well, I'm going to have to disguise you as you enter the ship because I don't want any sailors getting freaked out because of a woman being on the ship. They say it's bad luck. I don't believe in that, but I think it's best. She
You
says,
might be the only pirate who does not believe in luck.
she does not say that.
I'm a pirate of science. No, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm about to cast a spell, right? Luck is not that far. No.
He is way preoccupied on other things. That a little bit of bad luck,
Yeah.
even if it did happen, he doesn't really care that much.
That's fair. He might already be
so-
cursed.
He is locked in, so to speak.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, you hear that. Anything else you want to do? You want to talk to somebody or whatever? I'll say Darkrum kind of walks away and he leaves, and that woman is still kind of there. So
Okay, I'm going to stop that woman, not let her see my face completely, and be like, "What spell do you speak of?"
I thought you might be listening. You're that prisoner, aren't you?
How does she know?
She leans in and she whispers, I'm a witch. And that's how I know magic.
Oh yeah. Sorry. No, I'm really shocked by that. I'm gonna let go of her and like wipe my hand on my pants, and I'm gonna walk away.
She kind of smiles as you walk away.
I walk away briskly, and I'm like, okay, well now's my chance to escape. So I'm thinking, I'm standing outside. I'm just like, okay, easy. I can just walk away, steal a ship, and go. But then I stop, and part of me is so curious on what is going on. I look back at these men. I'm like, how do they look so fulfilled? Maybe this is an opportunity. So I walk back, and I sit down, and I put my hat back on the man's head that's barely noticed it was gone. I put the rag out and throw it back on the table, and I sit down in between Pegleg and Sir Subscribe.
Yeah, we'll say eventually you have to basically effectively be the dedicated driver and escort Thomas Pegleg and Subscribe and take them back to the ship where you guys are staying, and yeah, you put them in their quarters. Do you go back to your prison cell to sleep?
I'm gonna sleep outside in like a makeshift hammock out of a sail, look at the stars and wonder what else is out there besides this pathetic little blue marble that I've only believed in. I'm starting to wonder, maybe there's more.
You wake up, the sun beating on your face, because you feel something on your neck.
Wait, let me change it.
Nice. You feel something on your neck as you wake up in this hammock. And you see Captain Darkrum pointing a sword at your neck. And he's like, huh. Now who let you out of those cuffs?
I don't know if he'll be impressed by this. He says, well, technically, sir, I let myself out, but I'm still
give me
here.
A charm roll.
10.
Nice. He's like, well, very impressive. Seems that you are able to hold your rum well enough to outsmart a couple of drunkards. As it may be, you are a prisoner until I say otherwise. You may have earned the respect of the sailors, but you have not earned mine just yet. Get back to your cell. Okay, yeah, he takes you back to your cell, escorts you, locks you in the thing. You don't have handcuffs anymore, but you're still in the prison cell, so you at least have your hands. And I think you still have the cuffs and the key in your pocket as well. So after a while, you hear the sailors start to like get stuff ready to go. You hear a Darkrum barking orders to the sailors up. You're trying to listen. Give me an intellect roll to see how well you can listen to what he's going to tell his sailors.
Okay. 7.
7. Yeah, you don't really hear much. You basically just hear, basically like, hoist the whatever. I don't know how pirate stuff works. Get the ship ready to go.
Let's sail.
Swap the
deck. There's a horse to the
Poop
main
on
sails,
the
you know.
swap deck.
So yeah, you guys get on the sail, and for a few days you're back on sail. You're eating crappy meals again. A little bit better this time because the bread is slightly more fresh because they got more food. So that helps a little bit, but it's still not great. You're just not having a great time overall. I'll say you have like a little crack out of your prison cell. You can kind of see the waves, and sometimes they'll crash and get your cell area wet a little bit. It's kind of annoying. And so, yeah, you were at sail for a few days.
After being acquainted with them and maybe interested in them, I'm sitting there cross-legged. He's telling a story of this grand thing that's happened to him.
Yes, boy, once before I was a pirate. I was on one of the colonizer ships of the British. We were traveling and we saw...
So what?
This beautiful woman in the sea. She was calling out to us. She sang the most beautiful song you've ever heard in your life.
Was she on a boat?
No, she was swimming. But she was singing this beautiful sound, and the men were drawn to her. Getting closer and closer till they jumped overboard.
Jumped overboard?
Yes.
No woman could be worth that.
It doesn't matter how headstrong you are. When a woman like that, a beast, a siren as we call them, uses a magic like no other, there's not much to fight against it.
What did she sing?
It wasn't even words, it was just a melody of something. I don't even know if they speak, but dangerous they are. Aye. If you hear a song out in the sea, cover your ears, lads. That's all I have to say about that. Did I tell you about the time that I saw the the shark octopus monster thingy. It was like,
That sounds like a great movie franchise.
So some of the stories he tells, you're like, okay, that could happen. Other things you're like, I don't know about that, Chief. You know,
All right. There's no octopus shark thing. Nah.
you're like,
You tell me about a
"Come
tornado
on."
with a tons of sharks in it? And there was
Yeah.
a robo shark and there was
So
an octopus
he-
shark. It was.
Yeah, he tells stories about beasts in the sea. He tells story about curses. He tells stories about treasure and lost gold and everything. Eventually, I'd say after a few days, you're able to kind of get information out of him about where they're going and why. And he's like, you see, the captain has been chasing after this legend for almost his entire life, as many sailors have. The lost city of gold. El Dorado, if it were. Many people believe it is on land, but Captain Darkroom is convinced that it is at the bottom of the sea. He believes that if somehow we can get our vessel to the bottom of the sea, we can bring back an unlimited source of gold.
A vessel on the bottom of the sea. That's ridiculous. Even more ridiculous than some of the stories you've told me.
hey, my stories aren't ridiculous, they're true.
Okay.
Irregardless. That's not a word, is it? Irregardless. It's just regardless.
Yeah, it's just regardless.
Because I've heard that
Irregardless.
before.
So not regardless.
But I feel like he would say irregardless. He says,
Irregardless, Captain says he has a way, and he has never steered us wrong before. So we shall see, won't we?
I think about this woman and her promise and her confidence and the way she was able to acknowledge me even though I was disguised in a, might I say, perfect disguise.
mm-hmm.
I'm still scared, but okay.
Yeah. Subscribe is like,
And you know what I think's gonna happen? I think what we're gonna do is I think we all have to hold our breath for a really long time. I think we can learn how to do it. I've been practicing. Watch this.
I'm gonna roll for him real quick.
What if it's like a really good roll and he's like, holds his breath the rest of the
he
story?
passes out. He passes out for holding his breath too long. And then after that, Thomas Pegleg just shakes his head. He's like,
Morons.
I don't know how we're going to get to the bottom of the ocean, but Captain will find a way. He always does.
I hope so.
You continue on your trip in the middle of the night. You wake up from loud footsteps going down the stairs, coming towards you. It's Thomas Pegleg. He grabs the bars and he's like breathing really loud, his eyes wide open. He's like,
Thomas,
James.
What?
James, it's
What is
happened.
it? It's
Captain found a way.
what? What do you mean?
We're going under. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself, yes.
Okay. Yes.
and then he leaves real quick.
In the middle of the night. I'm gonna
You
look
look out-
outside of the
Yeah.
my crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the moonlight kind of on the water, and then the water begins to rise slowly, and the water starts to get toward the crack, and for a second water spills out of it, and then it stops as the water begins to go above the crack. You look out and you can reach out and touch the water, but it's not filling the inside of your cell.
What is this?
You feel like a fish graze your fingers as you like put your hand out.
I'm like
Yeah,
smiling and I'm like looking around in the water. Maybe I take the freaking torch off of the wall or whatever,
Mhm.
or like the lantern, and I'm trying to look and see more fish down there.
After a while, you see a pirate kind of like not either subscribe or Pegleg walks and he's just like throws his hat on the ground. He's angry.
I cannot believe the captain would do this thing.
And then Pegleg is like going after him. He's like, hey, what?
Relax, we're gonna be fine. He's like, how could he? How could he do this to us? Captain has a plan, we must trust him.
and he like storms off. And Pegleg
Thomas.
is like,
Captain brought the woman on board. It's bad luck, bad omen. But how much bad luck are you willing to face if you can find all the treasure in the world? That's what I say, at least.
The water's not coming through. Is it not touching the boat at all?
No, it's
Can you show me?
mesmerizing.
I need to see it. I need to see.
give me a charm roll.
I feel like we're good friends. I got 8.
He's like,
I will, soon. I just need to convince the captain to let you free.
I feel like I've proven my worth by sitting here doing nothing when I could be doing something productive. I'm a fine sailor.
Aye. Let me go talk to him for you. 3 hours passed. And then in a few hours, you hear a sound. Give me an intellect roll.
Intellect, I got a 6. That's a fail.
6? Okay. Yeah, you don't quite hear, like, the specifics of it, but you hear, like, a higher pitched frequency noise. Like a woo, something kind of like that. You can't really make out what it is. It's a little bit muffled because of where you are in the ship.
I think it's probably a voice, so I'm sticking my head near the bar, say, Hey! Hey! Captain? Somebody... Thomas?
You hear no response. After a few minutes, running down the stairs, you see the witch from before. And she looks at you and she's like, hurry! I need your help. Cover your ears. The sirens are here.
Oh, crap. I know what those are, so yes, I'm going to cover my ears right away.
Yeah. We'll say you guys, she like, oh, you know what? She's going to cast a spell. She's like, here, let me help you. She snaps her fingers and all of a sudden, you're deaf. You don't hear a single thing anymore. She's like able to communicate with you with her words. She unlocks your gate and she basically tries to communicate. She needs your help. She hands you a sword.
I'm going to get my sword ready and slowly walk upstairs.
As you go upstairs, you see the ship, and instead of seeing a horizon, you see water all around and above the ship and everything. You could reach out and touch the water as you're descending deeper and deeper into the ocean. It's very dark. There's torches around, but you do see several sailors tied up. It looks like this woman has been like very active on trying to prevent as many of them from dying as possible. You see a couple of them. One is like you look and you see this mermaid, this beautiful mermaid woman, and you can tell she's singing, but you obviously can't hear anything. You see one sailor is just like staring off at her, like mesmerized, eyes wide open, jaw dropped, and he's just like mindlessly walking towards her.
I'm going to go and stop him.
You grab him, and he's like trying to rip you off while he's staring at her and trying to go towards her. Give me a strength roll to stop this guy.
I got a 9 strength.
9? Yeah, I say that's good enough for you to throw him down on the ground. As you do that, your back turns because you're close to the edge of it, and you feel a wet hand grab you, and it pulls you, and it's one of the sirens, and she's trying to pull you off the ship into the water.
Crap.
Give me another strength roll to try to prevent being taken off the ship.
Oh, that would be really bad. Okay, strength, I got a 6.
So she grabs you and pulls you, and you like are all of a sudden underwater. She like grabs you and like opens her mouth, and her jaw like dislocates and opens way wider than it should, with sharp teeth start to open out of it, and she's gonna like eat you basically.
Okay, I'm gonna stab her in the face.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Was once a beautiful woman is now an amalgamation. Is that a speed roll?
Why not? Yeah, let's do that. Sure.
Okay, well, good. I got a 6.
You try to stab at her, and she quickly dodges out of the way, and she's going to try to bite you. Give me another speed roll to avoid this bite.
I got a 10 there. Thank God.
10, nice. Real quick for health points, I feel like you should have 4 like boxes of health.
Yeah, that
you know
makes
what I'm
sense.
saying? That will mark off as you get hit. So she's about to bite you, and I'll say you put your sword up, and she like bites the sword instead, and kind of use that as the block. Give me a straight Constitution roll as you're holding your breath.
7.
Nice. So you're holding your breath, and you start to feel a pain in your chest as you're like trying to hold your breath, and you're running out of oxygen. Like, so the boat's like starting to go down because it's continuing to descend.
I'm gonna rip its face as I pull the sword out of its mouth.
Heck yes. Yeah, give me a speed roll, and yeah, with advantage because you already
makes
have the
sense.
sword in her mouth, in her jaws.
I like that. I like that call. I like that call. I like that. I like 11. We like that.
11. Yeah, you slash, and then immediately the top half of her face just
Oh, so sick.
and like blood just kind of goes into the water.
Okay.
Now you can use a speed roll to swim back towards the boat.
Okay, I got a 10. Let's go.
A 10, nice. You're able to swim, and then you're swimming basically down onto the boat, and then you drop because of gravity now, and you land on the boat, and you breathe, and then the woman sees you, and she's like, she looks really impressed. She's like, whoa, like, wow. You see her, and then she looks around and she sees another siren, and she slashes the head off of that siren as well. You see another man jump off into the water, and then he immediately gets ripped up by this mermaid. With her, she like grabs him and with her jaw, grabs his neck and just rips his head off immediately, tearing this man in half. Blood filling the waters around you. We'll say there's a handful of other sirens that you can try to go and attack from the boat to try to kill.
Okay, sweet. I think I'm gonna run up and just start, like, waiting for one of them to kind of get up close and try to grab me. Then I'm gonna slash.
Nice. Yeah. Give me a speed roll for that. I like that.
Speed roll for that attack would be a 5.
Yeah. So you slash, you miss, and she's gonna try to do attack on you. Give me another speed roll to avoid her grabbing you again.
Oh crap! I got a 4. Dang it.
Oh, she grabs you. And give me a luck roll, Dante.
Okay. Luck, I got a 4.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're rolling ass right now. You
Yeah.
can push a roll if you
That-
want. But you don't
Tell you
have
what, can I push my speed roll to avoid? Is it too late for that?
No, go ahead.
I
I'll
forgot
see
I
you
could
do
do
that, yeah.
that, and I think I would have done
Yeah.
that.
How are you going to make it more dangerous, basically?
I think
for
I'll
yourself, more
take,
risky?
instead of just getting grabbed, if I fail this one, then I'll also receive opponent damage as it like slashes at me while ripping me.
Okay, that's
out of
pretty
the
fair.
boat.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable.
Oh, drop my dice. Hot dice, hot dice. Okay, yes, I got 10. Let's go.
As she is trying to grab onto you, I'll just say you slash at her and you just like cut her throat. She's like, and then like falls up basically because of you guys are continuing to descend.
Oh, that's crazy because half of her body is like hanging out, so it like looks like she's just hovering up.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
her, yeah, that's crazy.
So so you're able to fight off that siren and maybe kill another one. You see the witch lady kill another two, and after a minute she like does a spell. She says some words, and all of a sudden your hearing kind of slowly fades in.
I cover my ears. I'm just like, no, wait, I don't want to.
No worries. They're all gone now. It's okay. They don't swim this deep.
Part of me is so curious of what their song sounded like to make people drive people mad to walk out there and basically kill themselves trying to pursue them. But
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
thank
good.
you.
I think they don't really realize that it's gonna kill them. They're just like, basically, it's kind of like being drugged. I'm
or
sure
like,
it's like,
or they just don't care. They're just like, it's too beautiful.
Yeah,
I
like-
have to.
yeah, hijacks your mind, and you're just like, whoa, I need this. Yeah, exactly.
It's like
a
it's
drug.
like that. I think there's like a certain like aroma or something that Venus flytraps like emit that make insects like want to go in their mouths. Basically,
Yeah.
again, insects are dumb. They probably don't know, but like even something kind of like that is scary, dude. Scary.
Oh yeah. Real quick, I gotta pee so bad. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. I actually am starting to get a little concerned about Mike. Like, I started the, oh, you're evil as like a joke, but he's saying a lot of really off-putting things lately. Like what he said earlier about like what he would do to kids that were loud in a movie theater, like slash their tires, is kind of insane. Don't get me wrong. I can make some. I was mad about it, and I would be mad about it, but like murdering children? I don't want to jump too far, but that sounds like an evil guy kind of thing to say, you know? I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, she frees the other like sailors, undoing their ropes or whatever, and she like undoes a spell on a couple other ones that she deafened as well, and then she kind of goes to the captain's quarters and like unlike barriers it. She had a barrier over it and opens it. And the captain comes out and he's like, "Are they gone?" She's like, "Yes, me and well the sailor here. We took care of all of them."
I put my sword back on the ground because I picked it up from a random guy, and I know I'm not supposed to have weapons.
Yeah, he comes up to you. He picks up that sword, and he's like, looks at it and holds it in his hand. As he approaches you, he like hands you the handle of the sword. "Welcome to the Iron Dagger, lad. For a true pirate, you are now."
Put it to my chest and respect, like, thank you, Captain.
Everybody kind of gets back. They lost a handful of sailors, unfortunately, so now there's more work to be done for you.
That's fine. I'd
and
rather be
that-
doing work than sitting there doing nothing. So
Yes.
I would gladly take that.
The captain looks at you and he's like, I see that you've already been acquainted with Helena, the witch. She kind of like gives you a nod, like a little bit of a curtsy, you know? The captain's like, it shouldn't be too long before we hopefully reach the bottom of the sea. You see, James, we are after the lost city of gold. For the greatest treasures require the bravest of souls. And that's where we're going. To the bottom of the sea. Known as Davy Jones' locker.
I've heard that before in children's tales.
It ain't no tales, lad. It is true. True as the sun itself. Davy Jones, holder of souls lost to the sea. He is both Hades and Poseidon. He rules the depths.
We're eating good today, guys. That was freaking sick.
Dude.
All right, bet.
Bars.
He is both Hades and Poseidon. Bars.
Yeah. Thanks, bro. So, yeah, after a minute, you were like on the ship and you're looking down and it's kind of darkness around you. After a while, after a few hours, I'd say, Captain Darkrum looks over to and he says, Helena, it is time. And she like looks up and she nods. She closes her eyes and then opens her eyes again. And her eyes are glowing, this like bright blue kind of glowing. And she's like moving her fingers around and she's chanting in this ancient language. And she's speaking this language you don't know. And then from her fingertips are like this wisps of magic kind of coming out of it. Bends her hands in a certain direction and a beam of light comes out of it as it pins down into the sea, creating a light for everybody to see. So now you can see into the ocean. And you basically, she's holding it too, so it's not like a constant spell. She has to hold it. You see fishes, various creatures. You see an octopus. You see some jellyfish, schools of fish, that kind of stuff. You see a anglerfish kind of going with its light.
Bioluminescent fish, dude. I love that.
Yeah. You see some rocks and everything and some algae and that kind of stuff. And then as you get closer, you start to see a structure. It looks like stone, like a building. It basically looks like an Aztec kind of temple, essentially. And it's enormous, like large, giant, huge. And the ship kind of ports and just sits at the bottom of the sea. And then the captain's like, all right. Now we must enter, lads. He kind of like gathers all the sailors, all the pirates, and he's like, sailors of the Iron Dagger, here we are, the lost city of gold. I told you it was real, and I told you I would get you there, didn't I? And they're like, yeah, they all start cheering. And he's like, we must leave the dagger to enter into the city. You must not leave the group, or you will be overtaken by the depths of the sea and claimed by Davy Jones himself. Understood? And then everyone says, aye, aye, Captain.
I cannot believe this is real. I say to Thomas.
I'm just as shooketh as you. The stories I told you, half of those were made up. I did not think this was real either, to be honest with you. So
I knew it. I knew that.
Hey,
I knew Robo
hey,
Shark didn't exist.
yeah, I don't even know what that is. I made it up. Now we have a story to tell future pirates for generations. Fame and glory. 'Tis the pirate's life. Eh?
It's enough just to witness it myself.
I see. To witness is one thing, but to obtain gold, whole nother thing. To want a taste of the good life, see what it tastes like.
It's a little reference to Nacho Libre there.
See what it tastes like.
See what it tastes like.
Dude, a Nacho Libre themed Dice Cast episode?
Hold on. That's just
Let me
us
cook.
talking. Just us talking
Yeah.
normally, probably.
Yeah. Classic.
Get corn out of my face.
Chancho, I need to borrow some suedes.
Anyways, so yeah, you guys leave the ship and you step onto the sand, this wet sand, as this bubbles around you. And you guys walk. They all each have torches, and she's no longer holding the light spell. It's just the torches of the sailors, and you guys are walking in a group, in a huddle, pretty much. And yeah, you feel the wet sand on your feet. You reach out and you're able to grab sand from the bottom of the ocean and hold it in your hands. You're like, I'm at the bottom of the sea right now. Like nobody's ever been here
This is
and
triggering
survived.
some claustrophobia, which I didn't know I had. Knowing how many tons of water are over us right now.
Yeah, dude.
Holy
Holy
crap.
cow. Absolutely terrifying. And so basically, yeah, you also see different like fish kind of swim, and then some of them swim into the air bubble and they fall on the ground and they start flopping around.
They're like, what is happening?
Like, ah! Yeah.
What? It's like you going
As
into
you
your
guys-
living room and being in outer space. What? Ah!
Yeah. Oh man, what's that fish thinking? As you guys keep walking, the fish goes back into the water and it swims away. And it's like freaked. It's like, it's like his friends will never believe him.
Yeah, no, never. I saw a video of a dude. He grabbed the fish out of the water and showed it like LeBron James highlight clips. The fish is standing there, just, like sitting there staring with his mouth like agape, and it throws it back in the water. Says his friends will never believe him.
It's true. You guys keep walking and you approach the wall of the city. They get a bunch of men and they push, and they pry the doors of the city open, the gates. You guys enter. They close the doors, and then Helena is able to, and she's like, "Okay, the spell is down, which means the city has air of its own." So far, it's
It
pretty
must
dark.
be gigantic inside of this giant,
it's pretty
like,
huge.
Aztec-looking dome pyramid thing.
Yeah. As you guys keep walking, you kind of exit out of this hallway and then opens up this giant room. And the light of the torches reflects on mountains of gold, basically. Like hills just flowing of gold everywhere. The entire inside, the walls themselves are gold. There's gold plates and bowls and dishes and jewels and coins galore. Like this is the most gold you have ever seen in your life. You didn't even think that there was this much gold in the entire world. This is,
How's it? Whew.
and everyone's like, "Oh, whoa!" And then one of the sailors, one of the pirates, he's like, "Aye!" And he goes and he runs and just grabs a piece of gold, and he's like, "So much gold!" And then all of a sudden, and he starts like flinching and tightening, and you start to see his face start to sag as his eyes sink into his skull, and he's like, "Ah!" And his skin starts to wither away, and then turns into a skeleton and collapses on the ground, dead. And Darkrum is like, "And that is why we don't touch the gold, for it is cursed." And everyone's like, What? How are you supposed to? Captain, what's going on? He's like, Aye. Silent! I have a plan. We must make a deal with Davy Jones himself. Follow me.
I'm scrolling up to Thomas and being like, did he just say Davy Jones himself?
Thomas is like, I... What? He's like shocked.
You know what? After all I've seen, yeah, that tracks.
Why not? Why not? Yeah.
You know what? Let's talk to Davy Jones.
Sure, yeah. So...
By the way, I think I can do a pretty sick Davy Jones impression.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Afraid to get wet. That's pretty good, right? Yeah. Come on, you do it. Jack
I'm trying to think of-
Sparrow. Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow, afraid to get wet.
Something like that. It's a bit deeper, I think. You were too high pitch.
I don't know. I think he has like a pretty like a.
I mean, it's Bill Nighy, right? So it's like, I don't know.
You will serve 100 years upon the Dutchman. I don't know. I see what you mean. Actually,
pretty
I
good.
hear myself.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not good at it either. I don't know. It's
You
hard.
know what? Hey, you know what? I'm here to improve and grow. So you know,
Everything. I'm just gonna tell you everything you know about the Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean.
not true.
Not gonna apply here. Not gonna apply here.
Because I know he's an actual like mythical like real legend in pirate lore.
Yeah, actually, I think based off of Jonah. I think as the original.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
I was reading about it today. Yeah, I think
What?
that like they thought that Jonah was like basically Davy Jones or something along those lines. basically
Wait,
someone
are
who...
you saying the Ninevites started the Davy Jones war?
I don't know if they started it. I think what happened is people read some of the Bible and then they were like, "Oh, fish, sea," and then we're at the sea, and they made up their own story about it.
That
I
is
think
how things start. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how I think it happened. But
That makes sense.
anyways,
That's interesting.
but yeah, I don't know. As you guys keep approaching the city of the gold, you're like, everyone's very cautious not to touch any of the gold. Like they're trying to step around it and like avoid it to not die. Give me a luck roll real quick, please.
This is a really scary roll right now. Because if I just fail, what am I gonna die? I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh God, I got a 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are walking, no big deal. You're walking with Thomas Pegleg, and he's like, James, what happens when we find Davy Jones, and what if he doesn't like what Captain has to say? I don't know. What if we don't get out of here alive?
Well, that's part of the adventure, isn't it, then, Thomas? I can't lie to you, though. I am very scared myself. Well, surely you've encountered... didn't you tell me you met Poseidon once before?
Oh, Poseidon! I mean, I don't know. I mean, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Huh!" He slips and then falls on the ground, and then
Wait, Thomas, no!
And some of the gold kind of rushes down and then falls over him, and he starts, and he
Thomas!
fades really quickly right in front of your eyes as he dies, and it's just a skeleton buried in. You see like a skeleton hand sticking out of the gold now. Thomas Pegleg is no more. And then you
That's a
see
shame.
Sir Scribe looks, and he's like, takes his hat off. All the other sailors take their hat off too. And they take a moment of silence. And the captain puts his hat back on. And he's like, forward. And he keeps walking forward.
That is... I am really upset by this, and I'm like, this is part of it. Do I want this?
Yeah.
I've known this guy, like, at this point, weeks, I guess. And he's been, like, the kindest face I've seen while being in a cellar. That was devastating. And I feel like now I'm kind of alone right now. But I'm going to keep going.
Yo ho, yo ho. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Take what you can, give nothing back.
Sir Scribe is like,
Man, that was crazy back there with Thomas, huh? Gonna miss that old guy. I guess it's just you and me now, huh?
he's like the kid from Polar Express, but a pirate version.
Yeah.
All I got in my stocking was a bunch of stupid underwear. All I got was stupid underwear.
It's like, oh my gosh,
You
dude.
like trains?
It's best character. Best character.
I see that what he just said is super disrespectful to my friend, but I'm just going to keep quiet and keep moving, avoiding coins.
Yeah, eventually you guys approach this large gate. And on the gate is this chiseled out, like, skull symbol on the gate. It's like these two doors that would open, but it's sealed.
Okay.
And on the gate is written, a flat stone wall stands in there. Nope, just kidding. Stop it. Don't put that in there. I highlighted. thing
Editing
right
Dante,
underneath.
don't put that in there.
Don't put it in there.
You know better.
I run smoother than most any rhyme. I love to fall, but cannot climb. I run smoother than almost any rhyme. I love to fall, but cannot climb.
I'm going to discredit rhyme. I'm going to say you run smooth. Either you run or you're smooth. Maybe you run. You fall. Can't climb. So we're saying it's not a physical thing, but it falls. We're saying that that you can say that it runs smooth.
And listeners, if you guessed this before Dante does, just say so in the comments.
You're going to. I tend to overthink things. Especially things like this. I love to fall. I love to fall. Cannot rhyme.
Do you want a hint?
Runs better than any rhyme. Runs?
1 hour later.
Run smoother than
sad.
almost any rhyme. I love to fall, but I cannot climb.
I feel like it's gotta be something like time.
I mean, give me an intellect roll.
I got a 7, which...
Okay,
Better
I'll tell you
than
the answer
me.
is physical. It's a physical thing. This
Oh,
answer.
gotcha. So it's not a concept.
You're always like that. You're always so philosophical, bro.
I mean, my first guess was time, so it's not that philosophical. It's just... It runs smoother.
One of the most common things in the entire world. If not the most common thing. Actually, the
Don't
single
say
most
that.
common thing, probably.
Okay, so nitrogen.
2,000 years later.
How about you just try? How about you just try things? Why don't you just try things, and then you'll see. You can narrow things down. How about? If you try things, you can start narrowing them down. You can
Like
try putting
onto
things
the
on the
door?
door. Yeah, why not?
Things? Okay, I piss on the door.
Yeah, actually, you serious?
I say, wait a minute.
He whips out his sling and starts peeing on the door. Okay. Yeah, you start peeing on the door, and all the pirates are like, what's happening? And then Captain Darkrum is like, hold on, let him cook. And
He's onto something.
he's onto something. And you start peeing on it, and then all of a sudden the door
Wait,
starts to
huh?
open.
What are you
The answer was
talking?
liquid.
That was the
The answer
answer?
was liquid. It was liquid.
Stop
Any liquid
it!
works. Any
Huh?
liquid works. Yes, any
Okay, it
liquid.
was just liquid?
Yeah, I
I
told
was
you.
like,
You're thinking too
oh,
specific.
the answer was
It's
piss?
an easy answer. Not specifically piss. No, it's liquid. Rum would have worked. Water would have worked. Blood would have worked. You know?
What?
Well, it
Okay.
runs smoother than almost any rhyme. It loves to fall, but cannot climb. It's going to fall
Okay,
on things.
a lot of things. A lot of things.
Listen, I gave you hints. I don't know what to tell you. Great job peeing on the door, and it worked. And everyone's like, all the pirates are like,
I cannot
wow,
believe
good
it.
job. And they start like clapping and cheering, like, hey, James. They're chanting you on.
I'm like turning around and like going like, yeah, and I forget that I haven't fixed my pants. I was like, oh crap. I turn back around, arrange myself. I'm like, yeah.
You enter into the chambers, and it's this square stone room, this large square stone room. You see this throne made of stone. It's kind of odd. The last room is all made of gold. This room is made of stone. Everything in it. And in the center of that throne room sits a skeleton.
Davy Jones. He dead?
All the pirates are like,
If he's dead, then how are we supposed to make a deal with him?
and then the captain's like, hold on. Let us call out to him. He like removes his hat. And he like looks at all the other sailors. He's like to like remove their hat. And after a while, they're like, oh, and then they take their hats off. He's like, he kind of gets on one knee and he's like, Davy Jones, I'm here to bargain with ye for ye gold. And after a beat, the skeleton on the throne twitches. And then a glowing light emits from the skeleton itself. When like the eyes burst into this bright glowing blue. Basically like a ghost version of the skeleton rises from the skeleton itself while the skeleton still stays at the throne. And then a ghost-like skeleton that's you can just touch through basically starts to walk and grows bigger and bigger and starts to fill in its face a little bit with flesh. So like half of his face is flesh, half of it's skeleton, and he's this ghostly green glow about him.
Oh,
and he
sick, dude.
grows this large, like, giant, basically. As he looks down and he's like,
Well, if it isn't pirates who found a way to my locker. Pleased to meet you. I am Davy Jones.
he reaches out his giant hand towards the captain. The captain awkwardly, like, puts his hand out to try to shake it, you know? It's, like, really awkward.
Yeah.
And then the captain, he's like, Davy Jones. He's captain, you can tell, is like trying to keep it together, even though he's kind of terrified. He's like, I am Captain Darkrum, captain of the Iron Dagger. This here's my crew. We have come to bargain with you for your treasure. And then Davy Jones kind of leans his giant face into you guys. This giant ghost lich face basically up to you guys, and he smiles and he's like,
All the gold the dagger can carry, for every soul aboard. What say ye, Captain?
and the soldiers are like kind of whispering, oh, whoa, like what, like no, absolutely not, you know, like.
Yeah.
How does James react to this?
I'm gonna say, Captain, you can't abandon your crew like that.
Well, what all does this entail, Davy Jones? What does this mean for me?
Captain.
Davy Jones is like,
Every soul aboard the Dagger, every sailor, every prisoner, every captain, and every woman.
and he looks over at Helena, and she kind of like looks away in fear.
Because she knows how big of a deal this guy is.
Yeah. And he's like, I see. And when you say every soul, do you mean like you'll kill us? Or he's like,
I see. You will be granted the ability to take as much treasure if you want, for this life and this life only. You may take it to the surface, spend it. But whenever you all perish, your souls will return to me, where they belong. And I will claim you and the dagger. And you will spend eternity working for me. Now, do we have a deal or not?
Captain, no amount of gold is worth your life after death. Eternity in service.
give me a charm roll with advantage.
I got 12.
He looks at you and he's like, I think you're right, James. And he's like, well, what would you propose we do?
Take the glory, but leave the gold. While we still can.
We can't.
Because we still
We
can.
came all this way for gold. We should propose another bargain for him, at least.
I'm gonna look to David Jones and be like, and what of a lesser bargain? What if we don't need that much gold and want to keep our souls? Is there any other form of payment that you would take?
Final offer. 1/3 of the gold for the woman.
Oh, I see.
And he looks at Helena, and she's like, terrified. Now the pirate's like, aye, they're like, good one, Captain. That's a great deal right there.
It shouldn't matter whose soul it is. After all this help that she's done.
James, I came here for one thing and one thing only, and that was the gold. I must find a way to get it. Davy Jones, I will stay here, and I will bargain with you for your gold until we can come to an agreement that does not require taking our only form of transportation up to the surface or the souls of our men.
Oh, okay, sick.
And Davy Jones kind of leans in and he's like,
That was my final offer. You have chosen your fate. So be it.
and he like, is he laughing as he like fades out and back and then disappears slowly. And you just see the skeleton there. Empty room now, except for obviously the crew.
Captain, you made the right decision.
I doubt that, James. All of a sudden you feel shaking. The whole ground starts to vibrate. And then cracks start to happen in the walls. And then water starts coming out of one of the holes. Immediately Helena starts doing her spell again, and she casts a spell that creates an air bubble around the entire crew and prevents the water from falling on you guys. And then the entire walls and the ceiling start to crack and then turn to dust, and they crumble down and fade away. You guys are now at the open sea. I mean, with the other half of the temple/city behind you guys.
I think I'm going to officially say I'm going to freak out.
That's
I
pretty
think I'm
reasonable,
going to lose
yeah.
my marbles. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. What does that look like for you?
It looks like some, if I were to, what would it look like? Oh God! Oh God! Ah! Like that. It's a good clip for the beginning.
Captain, why did you make a deal? What's up happening? They're like, and then one of them starts shouting, mutiny! Mutiny, I call mutiny! And then like people start to like get antsy and angry, and they start drawing their swords and pointing their guns and everything, and they're all starting to like...
I'm gonna draw my sword and stand next to the captain and Helena and be like, men, calm down!
One of the leaders of the person who hasn't said anything, he draws his sword. I didn't bring this character up before, but he's the first mate. His name is Mr. Tally, we'll go with. You would know this. He looks at him and he's like, okay. Captain, I call mutiny on you. And then the Captain Darkrum kind of leans over to you, James, and he's like, James, you're my new first mate.
Oh, thank you.
And you guys see a glowing light.
What is that?
As it gets closer, it approaches. It looks like a ship, like a pirate ship, but it's glowing. It gets closer and closer, and you look and you realize that it's like a ghost pirate ship. We can talk about mutiny later. And then Mr. Tally's like, all right, let's go. And they start running. Give me
We will not forget about the mutiny conversation.
Yeah. They're like, this is just on hold, all right?
We're gonna put a pin in it.
So give me a speed roll to avoid these ghost pirates.
Oh, sick! I got 11.
Oh, heck yeah. You're sprinting, and Helena's sprinting along with you guys. And then Captain's not too far behind. You guys are running so fast that a few of the crew members fall behind, and they fall into the ocean. They're like, woof! This ghost ship chasing after you guys, and like its head starts getting into your air bubble. And out of it jumps a skeleton ghost, and he's slashing at the pirates. And they're like, ah! They're like getting killed and everything. Some of them are fighting back, but they get sucked into the water, and you guys are just booking it. You eventually go around the City of Gold and you reach your pirate ship, the Iron Dagger. You guys stop there, and now you have to kind of climb the ladders. I'm not gonna like the ropes that goes up there.
I think that Helena should go first so she can maintain that bubble. She's the most important one, and then Captain, and then I'll go last.
So give me a luck roll.
Okay, I got a 2, but tell you what, I'm gonna push this roll because that's. I think I need at least a little bit of stuff here. And it'll just be worse if I fail. I don't know how.
Fair. Yeah.
I have no idea how it would be worse, but we'll find out. Okay, I'll take a 7.
Nice. Okay, partial success. So Helena is able to get on the ship. Captain Darkrum is able to get on the ship barely. You start to climb, and then all of a sudden, you're grabbed by a ghost. Falls down, and you're laying on your back on the stand. And looking above you, you see this horrible skeleton, half like skull that's been like
Decaying.
Damaged, broken, decaying, but it's covered around it is this like arcane like ghost kind of matter around it. And he's like smiling at you, and he's like, "Hi." And he like has his sword, and he's about to like drop the sword onto your face. Give me a speed roll to avoid the sword.
I say, why'd you say R like it was a question? And I got a 9.
9? So you partially succeed. You're able to dodge, but now he's got you, and you're gonna have to make one more roll to try to get out of this. As he's about to try to cut your neck.
Oh shoot. Okay, here we go. Come on. Speed. Okay. Looks like I got another 9 here.
Another 9. Interesting. So I'll say, yeah, you're able to kind of slip out of his grasp, but he slashes, and he slashes the rope. So,
oh, shoot.
Like, yeah. So you have to make a speed roll to jump to try to grab there, and then a speed roll to climb up there.
Okay, me and him. I watched him do it, and me and him slowly look back at each other. Like he looks at me like, I just screwed you over. I'm like, yeah, you just screwed me over.
This guy's like smiling at you, and he's like, hi. He's a ghost. He's like out of it. He doesn't know.
He's been alive for 1,000 years. He's gone a little crazy.
He's been dead for 1,000 years. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I am now going to take this opportunity to jab at him. I think I need to get rid of him first.
Yeah, you have a sword. Go ahead.
Let's do it. Okay, is that be a speed or strength roll, you think?
Well, we've been using speed for your sword, so I'll just keep it consistent. Technically, it would be a strength roll, but I'm being nice, so.
Okay, cool. I got an 8.
Another partial success. You stab the sword right into his chest, breaking some ribs and everything. He looks, and he backs away, and he grabs your sword. You don't have your sword in your hand anymore. And he looks, and he's like, he grabs it, pulls it out, and he's got 2 swords now. And he's like, and he's about to slash you with both these swords. Give me a speed roll to dodge this.
5, 6, 7, 8. I got an 8.
8 for speed. Nice. Yeah, you're able to dodge it, but you fall and you're on your back now, and you're completely cornered by this guy with his 2 swords. Give me a luck roll real quick. A very important roll here.
Okay, I got a 3, so I'm going to push this roll. It might be way worse. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what this is for, but we're going to re-roll this.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 9 that time.
9 with the re-roll. If you had failed that re-roll, you would have died instantly. Because you rolled well. This ghost pirate's about to slash at you, and all of a sudden, his head bursts and explodes. as a gunshot hits it. And you look up and you see Dark Rum shooting his like gun.
James, I can't be having anything without my first mate. I need you aboard the Dagger. ASAP. That's an order.
Aye, aye, Captain. And I grab my sword, sheath that thing real quick, and I'm gonna like try to parkour my way up the side of this ship.
Yeah, give me a speed roll for that.
Oh! Natural 12. That's freaking sick,
Okay, I was gonna
dude.
make you roll for strength again after that, but because you got a 12, yeah, you jump up there, no problem. You start to crawl up, and you are good to go. And now you look it down, and you see a bunch of the pirates. They're like trying to like jump up there, and they're not quite tall enough or as athletic as you are. And they're like, Captain, please, I'm sorry about the mutiny, please. And they're like, some of them are getting slashed and murdered by the ghost. And Captain Dark Rum's like,
Aye, they had their chance. Let's take her away.
he gets aboard. he gets
Sick.
on the vessel,
Dark Rum
and then
ended up
Helena
being
starts
freaking
doing her
sick.
magic, and then you guys start to like rise. And as you guys ascend, you look down and you see the air bubble kind of come with you guys, and the pirates get taken away by the sea, and you see some of the ghosts start slashing at them and killing them and everything.
Oh,
And they are all lost to Davy Jones's locker.
wow.
And you have survived to tell the tale. You and Captain Darkrum and Helena are able to recruit another pirate crew aboard the Iron Dagger, and you are the first mate. And you start going after the next adventure.
Yeah. We're loading up the sails. We're just now setting off. I have this like really nice, like this hat, this like new suit, and I'm happy. I'm like patting people on the back, telling them they're doing a good job loading up as first mate. And I climb up really quickly to the front of the ship. I look out the horizon, and the sun is gleaming over the water. And I'm thinking, I wonder what adventure awaits next.
Man, I should have had a epilogue to like a certain like thing you guys were gonna chase after.
Next up, we're going to discover Dogecoin.
James, I was thinking about starting an OnlyFans. What say ye? Are you in?
Footfinder.com, James. That was a lot of fun, dude.
Thanks, bro.
The scene with the mermaids genuinely started to freak me out a lot. I was like,
Oh yeah, dude,
Something
sirens
about-
are terrifying.
yeah, dude, something about being overwhelmed by like a voice like drawing you into your death is so scary and so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's even scarier when you're already in the depths and they just pull you out into it.
I
And
know,
you just can't see
dude.
anything. Like, that is scary.
Dude, the
Yeah.
ocean's so scary. The fact that I did not think we would be able to combine like basically like pirates and like submarines,
Yeah.
which is crazy and awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to do a classic pirate adventure with, like, classic pirate mythology that's actually real, but I also have some twists and, like, you know, some things that you didn't quite expect. So hopefully I did that.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check us out on Spotify. Like and subscribe to this video if you like it. And if you have any ideas for any NPCs or adventure ideas you have, leave them in the comments down below. We're in our Discord, which is also down below. And we'll see you guys next week.
This has been Dicecast. Peace.
Ahoy. Or is ahoy
Ahoy,
kind of
matey.
is ahoy kind of like the same thing as like
It's like
aloha?
It's like hello, isn't it? Like, yeah, I think.
Is it
Ahoy,
like a-
matey!
I didn't say ahoy once this podcast. That's actually insane.
missed opportunity. We might as well.
Missed opportunity to say
We
ahoy.
might as well cancel it. Okay, bye guys.